Today I've been thinking way too much about stuff. It's led me to get into kind of a brain loop where all I can think about is how things that are supposed to make me happy or devices that are supposed to make my life easier, a lot of the times they don't serve that function. Let's talk about it. I'm Willie, by the way, and I can't talk. And I make videos all the time about my life and my plans and a lot of deep and unavoidable feelings that are at times quite inconvenient. If you're liking what I'm putting down, please, if you want to continue our parasocial connection, then hit that subscribe button. Much as my shirt echoes, I am longing to be part of your world. Here I have a Roomba, and I was trying to set it up, and for some reason the outlet got tripped. Now the Roomba is just literally acting like it's not gonna ever work again. I spent like an hour and I'm frustrated and I'm tired and I'm also thirsty. I also spent a little bit of time today repotting something. I'm gonna show it to you right now. This is a lemon lime philodendron. It doesn't look as ghastly now because I spent probably a good hour trimming the roots and changing the soil because it was in a large Victorian cash pot in my entryway, and it had started to mold because underneath the canopy of beautiful chartreuse leaves lied something that was a bit like The Last of Us, and it was terrifying. We had waterlogging, root rot, and leaves with brown spots. So yeah, that's my next segue. This summer I've already kicked off my houseplant acquiring, and I had just come off of a purge, and now I feel like I'm at the point where I probably have to do another purge, or at least quantify what's working and what isn't. And also, my least favorite thing to do, look into my motivations. I never count my houseplants. For me, the emphasis is in my mind. It's all about quality. It's not about quantity. This is problematic only because I think I have a lot more than I think. I get a lot of fulfillment from them, but I also get pretty frustrated when they don't work. So today we're gonna count everything. We're gonna look, I'm gonna feel better. Maybe you're gonna feel better. And the rest is gonna be history because I'm just gonna count everything. And can you see any part of me? Yes, you can see me. So I'm gonna start with the top and descend down. And if that isn't a representative statement of my dreams, then, you know, I don't think there is one. First up, we have that string of pearls, which all of the succulents on the top shelf here, I'm only watering like once a month, and they've been going so much better. We have a variegated jade, and we have a whale fin or shark fin sansevieria, and then we have a burrow's tail. Every time I move it, I lose a whole bunch of the kernels, and it makes me feel sad. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top shelf. The next prime piece of real estate, and we have 2 of these pretty much flourishing Snow Queen pothos, and I'm very excited that those have taken a turn for the better. This one leaf still looks kind of fucked up, but that's okay. Epipronatum variegated elbow. Monstera adansonii has had a few yellowing leaves, but not too many. Silver streak pothos. We're at 9. On the third shelf, we have this heartleaf philodendron. Really liking this. Gave it a haircut to try and make a very nice wisteria vibe. I had a very vulnerable moment where I was remembering Twilight and the wedding. Then we have this string of turtles here that is in efflorescence. So it must be decently happy. This is the Prismacolor lemon lime philodendron. It's very chartreuse. I recently got very bold and chopped the big growth point off because I'm just liking this under canopy here. Philodendron micans, and this has had a real renaissance, which I have mentioned in multiple videos. Me and Nick cut this up, and it's doing really good now, and it's pushing out new growth, and it has stopped with the yellowing leaves. We have the bilbata wax plant. Then we have the Syngonium confetti, which is making a whole bunch of new leaves for spring. Moonlight philodendron. For all intents and purposes, these are still giving a lot of really good validating energy to the household. Okay, and on this shelf, we have the Cebu blue pothos. We have the Syngonium variegated elbow, the Monstera Peru. And then on the shelf directly below it, we have the Hoya rope plant. We have this this Hoya tricolor here, goldfish plant, the happy bean peperomia, this white dracaena. Now I'm just gonna take a seat and get cozy with you here. We have the Monstera deliciosa and we have the white bird of paradise. And now on this shelf we have the Calathea stella, the very sad remainder of the Queen Anthurium. And we have this peperomia, who's doing pretty good, the variegated schefflera, and the philodendron birkin, King Anthurium, epipinatum, marble queen. And I actually did miss this on the shelf above, Sansevieria variegated. Baltic blue pothos down here, as well as this Enjoy pothos. The Anthurium fingers. I've already lost count, but it just occurred to me that the video will not lie. So now we're on to some of these bigger plants. So we have the network calathea here. We have a philodendron pink princess, and we have this neon pothos. Philodendron xanadu, Thai constellations, this little weird leaf that I can't remember what it's called, and the Shangri-La pothos. And then down there we have philodendron gloriosum after its substantial haircut. That would just be a hack job, really. Monstera ginny over there that is trailing up towards the monkey. Fiddly fig, philodendron tortum, variegated Adansonii, and the philodendron billeti. Little tree, which I believe is called an Aurelia Ming, and then the lemon lime philodendron. And then behind that we have the philodendron glorious here. And here's an oldie but a goodie. This is the philodendron Lynette, which has pretty much recovered from its bout of spider mites. I'm very excited to say that. Calathea trio star that is hanging around. That is the Victorian cashpo that I mentioned earlier. It looks really beautiful, even empty in my opinion. That is the Manjula pothos. This fiddly fig. So we've reached the end of some sort of journey of self-discovery, but my tally became so unreliable. I'm excited to announce it via editing, Willie. But we're well over 40 at this point. In my mind, I thought it was like 40 plants. That just goes to show. For me, I'm really thinking hard about the fact that there's a part of me that loves the idea that I have so many plants, a living and breathing indoor jungle in my house. And then there's also a part of me that wants to be a minimalist and have like 10 status plants that are the absolute best in the universe. Today we have discovered I am cusping a bit more towards the maximal side of the spectrum, but tomorrow I could change. What do you think? Do you enjoy having a lot, a little, or are you in that fabled middle zone of just being moderate? My houseplants bring me a lot of joy. They keep me active and engaged, and it gives me a fun thing to talk about to you. I have enjoyed this opportunity to be a little bit more mindful, and I love having an accurate count. There was 58 counted on camera, but I think I forgot like 3. My succulent bowl, those 2 tiny pink princess philodendrons, and that little planter that has the propagated string of pearls. If I count all the succulents in the bowl as one plant, that is 58, 59, 60, 61, 62 plants total. 62. Well, there you have it. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this aerobic exercise of me getting on chairs and counting a bunch of plants on shelves. And I hope that all your dreams are coming true. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Awkwardly long stare, approaching the camera for emotional intensity.